Thank you, Mr. Secretary, and thank you all for being here. I love North Carolina. And I promised my sister-in-law I would say that with particular emphasis, because Laura Trump has told me more about this amazing state than I think just about anywhere. I may know more about North Carolina than I do about New York, and I've lived there most of my life. So I love you all. It's great to be here. Kirby, thank you for hosting us at this top-of-the-line facility and showing us what you do and your hundreds of employees, how they feed America. To Baptists on the Mission and all of the incredible volunteers who join us here today, including Executive Director Richard Brunson, thank you so much. So Richard and I, and many of you volunteers, have actually met one time before in the wake of Hurricane Florence. I came here to North Carolina and I got to see firsthand the unbelievable work being done to take care of people in a time of need, which is not dissimilar to what this program was designed and intends to do and has been doing. The President mentioned the enormous success, 70 million boxes of fresh produce, milk, dairy delivered from our local family farms to those who are vulnerable across the country, while at the exact same time saving countless jobs in terms of the distribution network, the distributors, like this great facility that was having to lay people off because the supply chain was severed. So this is truly a win-win-win program. And in government, you can't say that about a lot of government programs, especially one of this scale that was mobilized so quickly. So just an enormous success. I was recently in Pittsburgh, and I was talking with a gentleman at the Church of God in Christ, and he's a distributor. His name was Zach, and he was sharing with me the fact that to his business, this program was a miracle, because as I said, it works for everyone. He had saved his whole payroll because he got one of the grants for Farmers to Family Food Box. Incorporating American farmers and ranchers, empowering our workforce, and serving families in need is about as good as it gets. This is a historic investment. USDA has never done anything like this. So this is a brand new program. And with this $1 billion addition, we're going to keep it going. And we're going to keep feeding those in need until this pandemic passes. And one of the amazing things, and there are a lot of faith-based organizations who are involved in this program and in the distribution, and I visited one in Washington, D.C. The number of people who came up to me, parents who were collecting these boxes for their children, and they had tears in their eyes because not only did they know that their children and their family would eat that night and that week, but amazingly, they were telling me stories about how they'd never experienced the produce that was being given to them in these boxes. They'd never had anything this fresh before and this nutritious before, so the double benefit of being able to feed their families with the amazing product that you all grow on your farms. It was extraordinary. It was extraordinary. There was a Virginia farmer who, when we first launched this program just weeks ago, was at the White House and said to you, Mr. President, and I quote, "This country relies on these farmers and ranchers to do every day, to do what they do every day. So I want to personally thank you, Mr. President, and all of you who have worked so hard to make sure these farm families stay whole and that the American people never have to worry about running out of food." That's what this program does. Thank you all.